Welcome to Watch What Crappens. To get our videos as soon as they're released instead of waiting for a week, head over to our Patreon. That's also where you'll find our bonus episodes and our Discord community. We love you guys.
Well, hello, and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo we love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker, and joining me today in a dress full of all sorts of crazy cutouts as he walks along the sidewalks of Amsterdam is Mr. Ronnie Karam. Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Well, hello, Ben. What's going on with you?
Not much. We are here today to talk Orange County. Their cast trip, their big cast trip is underway. We're going to get into all that. But before we do, just a reminder, of course, that we have a beautiful and vibrant Patreon community that we'd love for you to join. It's patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens. We have a weekly bonus episode. This week, we did a trailer trash of the Southern Charm season 11 trailer, which was a lot of fun. So if you want to listen to that, you can check out the bonus episode there on Patreon. Now, you can also watch along with that, which is really fun, where you can actually see the trailer that we are making fun of. And you can watch it by supporting on the Crappens On Demand level, where you not only can see things like the trailer trash, but you can also see the video version of podcasts like the one you're listening to right now. Either way, whatever you want to do, that's up to you, and we support it no matter what. But if you are interested in any of that stuff, go to patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens. And then on Mondays we do some sort of live thing every Monday. Every other Monday we do Crappy Hour, and we alternate that with Amazon Lives. And I believe that this week coming up is a Crappy Hour week. So join us for that. That's going to be at 5:30 on the West Coast and 8:30 on the East Coast. So that is the full thing. And I also am just going to blatantly shill my Substack because there was sort of a fun one this week, in the sense that I write about food, and I wrote about tinned fish. So if you don't like tinned fish, you're not going to like this. But if you're someone who likes tinned fish, I had a little tin fish party, and none other than celebrated drag artist Kimchi joined, as well as my friends Chris and Lindsay, and we had a really fun time. So if you want to read about the cool little tin fish party that we had, go check that out. It's called NBD Fancy. It's on Substack. NBD Fancy.
Well, that's fine.
That's my blatant
tin fish
my
party.
Blatant
Yes.
chill. It was great. Sardines, smoked trout, anchovies.
Yeah, that's a great
dace.
Substack. Check it out. Lots of good food in there
Thanks.
to check out. My aunties love it. It's their favorite thing.
Yeah.
They talk
Yeah,
about
your
it every
answer's
time I
so
talk
sweet.
to you. They're like, "Oh my God, wait, how's Ben? His Substack's so good."
I
I'm
love
doing
your
great.
first of all,
Thanks. Thanks,
I love
guys.
your ants, like regardless of Substack response, but I do love that every time I see your ants, they're like, "Oh, your Substack." I'm like, "Oh my God."
They love it. Okay, here we are with Real Housewives of Orange County, season 19, episode 15, Going Dutch. We're going to Amsterdam, people. We're going to Amsterdam. So we open at the Sherman Library and Gardens, which is a hilarious place to invite Real Housewives to, because Jen ain't reading. You know what I mean? Especially the Real Housewives of Orange County. What are they going to do? So Shannon is on the phone. She's walking around setting up a party, and she's there with her assistant, Claire. And Shannon's like, this is Shannon Bedore calling. Okay, you have made a delivery for this luncheon, and nothing that I ordered is here, and I'm really upset about it. The police have been called. The police have been called. The lady's like, hold on. What are you talking about? I ordered blush-colored wine glasses, and all I got was clear. How am I supposed to drink out of a clear glass?
Well, unfortunately, all of our blush glasses have been reserved for a wedding, the Jansen wedding. So I'm like, oh, well, that's supposed to make it any better. I believe I put in that request for blush glasses, and the fact that you can't even save them for me. I mean, who's using those blush glasses right now? Some slut bar down by the beach.
I'm sorry, we accidentally reversed your order with the Jansen wedding, so you're going to be getting everything they got. Oh, is that why all the plates are horseshoes? Well, how am I supposed to have my guests eat off a horseshoe? Well, it is a cowboy wedding, ma'am. Sorry, this is not a cowboy wedding. This is a bridal shower. It's a blushing bride bridal shower.
Look at these plates. They're square, but pointy on one end. I did not ask for square, but pointy plates. This is, as I'm known to say, this isn't my fucking plate, bitch.
I'm supposed to have flowers here. There are just bales of hay in the middle of the table. Bales of hay.
And look, I looked at the back. I did some Googling and I cross-checked with Dr. Moon. And these plates have 30% levels of toxins in them. And I thought, you just want me to die? You just want me and my guest to die? Is that what you want?
Oh, well, at least you sent me the cake. Hold on. Let me just make sure the cake is okay. Okay, the cake says, this may not work out, but at least I'm not that whore Shannon. What kind of cake is this? I'm sorry, ma'am. You got everything for the Jansen wedding. Sorry.
So she's furious. And then we go to Tamara getting glam.
And she's like, I'm so confused what we're doing today. Shannon texted us last night.
And then text from Shannon said,
Hi there, everyone. Tomorrow is a lunch in the garden celebrating that Jen is getting married. She hasn't registered or anything. So it isn't an official bridal shower. Or if she has, maybe she hasn't told me about it because I did think that we were close, but maybe we're not as close as I thought that we were. But, you know, that does happen from time to time. I mean, maybe I'm not even invited to the wedding. For all I know, she's already gotten married. I mean, it's sort of my Latin life to be forgotten about and cast aside, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to throw a not shower for a wedding that may have already happened that I've been disinvited from. Thank you, everyone.
I just wanted you all to know that I have changed. This is Shannon Bedore here. Please meet me to celebrate the wedding of a blonde slut from a beach. So I'm a good person now.
Well, this information would have been better a week ago, bitch.
So, really, if you would have prepared some really sweet bridal thing for Jen if you had some advance? Tamara, please.
what does Tamara need what does she need this information a week ago? Was her busy schedule of, like picking out leopard skin, bangles interrupted?
So we go to Gretchen's house, and she's like,
Oh, yeah, when I was in church, I was praying for Tamara and I.
so he's like, did you? Shut up, Gretchen. You were praying for Tamara and you in church. Just be quiet. Do you think Jesus sits up there and just laughs at her ass?
I think so.
I do.
And by the way, Slade with his like just for men orange hair now. I'm like, okay, can we? Listen, I can't stand Slade, but if he's going to be on our TV, can we at least fix that hair color? Because something has gone very awry over there.
Yeah, Slade's not. It's not ending well for Slade.
Yeah, I was in church praying for Tamara and I was just asking Jesus, like, why couldn't Tamara try and be friends when I was, running through a charity for people who had been wrongfully imprisoned, screaming, run for your life, bitch.
So then we go back to Shannon, and she's still fighting. Lady is like, sorry, was it just a glass? Oh, well, on my quote, I specifically wrote what I needed. I needed a steak knife. I needed a normal knife. I needed a knife that had my blood on it because I pulled it from my back. Thank you very much, John Jansen and Alexis Bellino.
But now I've been served forks that are stuck into a doll with my face saying, thank God it's not Shannon. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Like I said, we got all of the things for the Jansen wedding for you. God damn it. And the lady just keeps putting her on hold. She's like, okay, hold on 1 second, please. I'll check on that. And Shannon's just getting more and more worked up. So then we go to Jen. She's getting ready. And I don't want to do white, I'm not going to do traditional wedding stuff. So I'm going to wear pink. I'm going to wear pink to my bridal shower. Do you think that's okay? It's okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Glam Girl. Thank you.
Emily kept on joking, just wear black. And I was like, that is so funny. Like, I don't know why you are not like more popular with the audience, Emily, with jokes like that. Like, just wear black. I mean, that's hilarious, right? Everyone's laughing, right? She's so funny, that Emily.
So Emily comes to the gardens, and Shannon's like, well, I didn't really talk to you after that Western party. Thankfully, we're redoing it here today. Would you like an hors d'oeuvre? They're called Hope Shannon Dies This Year, tartar. I don't know where they came from, but.
By the way, this is a safe place today. No one can say anything embarrassing because, as far as I can tell, there's no blushing around the table. Thanks a lot, caterer.
But I do have bandanas for you to wear if you'd like.
Okay, well, I haven't seen you since the other party.
It's like, yeah, there were words being exchanged. Most of them were not polite. They were not polite words. And she goes, well, who do you mean with? And she goes, well, you and Emily, right? And so we see a flashback to Emily saying that Slade going up to fight was aggressive. And she's like,
But he was fighting because it was about Slade, and he has the right to stand up for himself.
Yeah, from the thing that he started, as you mentioned last week. So Gretchen's like,
No, like coming up and saying hi is not aggressive. It's like, okay, well, look, I'm never going to be close friends with Tamara again, especially because I know that she's the one that's behind this entire mix-up. Like, where are my blush glasses? But I'm not going after her. And I just wish that you could get to that point too, because some of the girls are saying Gretchen is acting just like Tamara, sort of the way Alexis Bellino is acting just like me by getting married to all my exes. Oh, hilarious. I hope she's enjoying her blush glassware at her wedding.
That's bullshit. I learned that word in church. I'm nothing like her.
So she's like, well, don't be Tamara. So the producer's saying, what's the difference between you and Tamara? She's like,
Can I go back and look at my list to remind me? Because I made a list. Points and I'm not like Tamara.
so she reads from the notes on her phone.
Yeah, I just want to point out that this list that she's made on her notes app is actually a checklist. It has the little circles that you can check off. So I like the idea that she has this list, but at a certain point, she might actually be like, check.
I do that. I like that.
So she doesn't have a child calling her a manipulator and a liar.
Yet.
Which we'll give it time. Yeah, exactly. Your child hasn't hit the age where she's about to start calling you a manipulator and a liar yet. Give her the language and she'll use it. That's what I say.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't been sued and lost because of my lies, and then almost sued again for another lie. Parentheses, Jimbolino and Ryan.
I like that she has to add a parenthetical to remind herself of what her bullet point is.
I didn't reach out to Tamara's ex and try and get dirt on her.
Michelle, Slade's ex.
I'm not profiting from people's pain, aka her podcast.
You are profiting from people's pain. You're on a Real Housewives show.
Yeah.
She's not harming or constantly hurting her friends. Debatable. I'm not disclosing.
Where's Katie again?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's Katie's paycheck these days? Yeah.
I'm not disclosing personal information my friends asked me to not talk about, like she did to Shannon about her dad.
What was that thing about Tamara having sex with a boy bander? Oh, wait, I forget. It's something that Gretchen said, I believe. Anyway, moving on.
I don't have several exes coming forward publicly to say I'm a liar and a cheater. They're dead. That's not fair.
Weren't you like literally sued about this?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you were sued by somebody who called you a fucking liar and a cheater. And the guy that you were lying and cheating on before that passed away. So she doesn't call or DM bloggers and try to get them to post horrible things about my castmates. You have Slade and Slade does.
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy, Gretchen? What is wrong with you?
I actually feel bad when I mess up. She doesn't. She has zero remorse and repeats her patterns. And this is the short list. By the way, you having a list at all means that you are exactly like Tamara, by the way.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you. The list itself, the list is the verification.
So Shannon just hopes they can keep it light today, okay? Because today is about Jen, and there's nothing lighter than Jen, okay?
Can we just keep it? Can we just keep it light? As light as the light coming through these clear glasses.
By the way, would you like a sugar cube for your champagne? They've been laid out on the table. What the hell is going on at that wedding?
So Heather shows up and she's like,
Oh, hi Heather. I apologize for we're in the grass here. I guess they saw all this horse-like decor and put us out in the pasture. Thanks a lot, caterer.
Hold on, I'm just aerating the grass with my heels.
hilarious.
I'm about to stress, but I bet it's too short. Yeah.
And Heather's like, you can borrow my dress if you want to. It's so nice to say that to somebody that's not Gina.
Hey, Tamara, did you say hi to Gretchen? Or as I like to call her, Gretchers.
She's like, no, the door's closed. I'm saying hi to people.
So she walks by Gretchen and hugs Shannon instead. Heather's like, oh, I guess she's not saying hi. That's so funny. Gretchen's like,
Well, I'm not surprised at all. I don't expect her to. Oh, yeah? Well, have fun. This is really pretty. This is a pretty little picnic that you set up, Shannon. The clear glasses are a little tacky, I think. Well, it wasn't my intention to have clear glasses. I wanted to have blush glasses here, Tamara. Thanks a lot for bringing that up.
Wait a minute. Why is all the food in tin cups? God damn it, Tamara. Wait a minute. Are we eating chili con carne out of cups?
Wait a second. Why is there a hexagonal thing in the middle of this table. Well, they sent over the McBee Dynasty wedding arch, and I don't even understand why they did that, but a real mix-up here.
Oh my God, look, my name is on the card on the table. Did I get a card?
That's where you have to sit, Gina. It's a name card. It's a place setting. For fuck's sake, Gina, just sit down.
Gina's so impressed with like the slightest hint of luxury,
Oh my
like a bespoke
God.
name tag.
My name's here. Oh my God.
By the way, I want to say, since I did invoke it, and I'm embarrassed that I invoked it, thank you to all truly the messages of sympathy that are out there to me, because it's been announced that McBee Dynasty is filming for its 3rd season. And so, yes, I have seen it, and I'm already mentally preparing. And I'm not even gonna try to have a good attitude about it. Normally, this is when I say, you know what, I'm gonna try to be into it. No, I'm not. I am deeply frustrated and annoyed by
Can't
it.
wait. See you soon, Jesse McBee, you handsome little devil. Can't wait for you
That's
your
okay.
little butt to reappear on my
Just give me
screen.
Tessa. Just give me Tessa and I'll be okay.
Oh my God, give me
I'll make do with
Galena, give me
Tessa.
Jesse, give me the messy brother Cole, tiny mouth Cole. Give me all of them. The hot one who's so stressed out all the time. I'm into it.
Just improve your. You know what? Fine, give us the show. Just fire everyone on production and put like a proper Bravo production team behind it and make it a Bravo show, please. And then I'll be okay. But like as it is now, like I don't need to see this like fake A&E bullshit. Sorry.
Wow. You know, McBee catching strays. Jeez,
Yeah,
just
well,
leave
guess
McBee
what?
alone.
I caught full on non-strays. I caught full on aimed at me and my brain bullets from McBee Dynasty. So they're gonna catch some strays and it'll be okay.
I hope we meet them and Jesse can just give me the kiss he's always wanted
Probably
to
will.
give me.
And I'll be like, oh my God, Jesse McBee was like so nice. And oh my God, Stephen McBee Jr. Like actually he was like so cool. And he's like really friendly. It's actually a lot smarter than I ever thought. Like I actually really like these guys. Guys, let's like watch season 3. Let's have a watch party of season 1. You know, that's because that's how I operate, unfortunately.
So we get
I'm a pushover. Go on.
so Jen is thanking them for the bridal party or whatever. She's like, this is the nicest thing I'm going to do. I mean, I'm not going to do anything nice for my wedding. This is like the nicest thing I'm going to have because as a divorced person, I just feel like, you know, like I have a scarlet letter feeling because I'm divorced. And the way I was raised is you get married one time and that's the rest of your life. And my parents so proudly put so much effort in my wedding and I don't know, that fell apart. So with Ryan, I don't want to do anything like that, which is why I'm marrying a non-traditional person, a person who spray paints things on his jorts.
Oh, well, this isn't a bridal shower because we're celebrating the fact that a year later you're still engaged and it's coming up. I mean, this is a bridal shower for me to prove that I've been a good friend to you for when you inevitably backstab me just the way that Alexis Bellino did. Why is there a tiny little trampoline in the middle of our table? I did not order that. Is that from the wedding?
Damn it, that's what she's supposed to be giving her vows on. God, someone get this over to the Bellino wedding immediately.
Well, Jen's getting married someday, and who knows who's going to throw the luncheon next year if Jen's still getting married.
I don't know which one of you vindictive bitches would ever do anything as kind as what I'm doing. Shannon Bedore, everybody's friend. So I thought I would do. I mean, Heather Dubrow's not gonna. She doesn't throw parties for the help. So I mean, I don't see her throwing any sort of luncheon for Jen. I don't think she even knows who Jen is.
Who is Jen? Why do we keep mentioning this Jen person? Is she a cast member?
See, exactly.
I definitely think that Jen and Ryan are gonna get married because, like, he compliments her a lot. Who doesn't like that, you know? I mean, he does over-sexualize her a lot, and I really wish he would stop doing that. By the way, if we talked about Travis's balls lately, we should talk about Travis's balls.
Yeah, seriously. Clink, clink, clink. Wait, Shannon. Wait, sorry, that was me doing an impersonation of Shannon's toast.
Thank you very much for over clinking my clink. My clink goes like this: clink, clink, clink. Very demure.
All right, Shannon wants to say something.
Okay, well, yes. I thought everyone could go around the table and give Jen their most sound wedding advice. And as we all know, we are a table of women who have had very stable and positive relationships that have not ended in disaster or tabloid headlines. So let's go around the horn and tell everyone about successes they've had. Just feel free to raise your non-blush glass and share.
Gina's like, but we're all divorced except for Heather. She goes, well, maybe we'll finish with Heather's advice.
Okay, you did good your second try.
So Tamara's like,
Well, your second wedding, like your marriage, you already know what not to do, you know? Because Simon and I used to fight like crazy and say mean things to each other. And, you know, Eddie, we don't get mad. We don't go to bed angry. Eddie goes to bed in Big Bear.
Yeah,
So we
because
solved
Eddie, we won't get mad. We don't say mean things to each other. So the way we don't say mean things to each other is we just sort of don't talk. He doesn't talk really. So it's kind of, what's that great? Yeah, batch. Shannon's like, oh, well, I will say, as someone who has a very successful track record in relationships, I will say communication is the key to success. For instance, if there is a hurricane barreling down on your house that is very far inland and one might not expect there to be a hurricane heading that way, you should communicate, there's a hurricane coming. And then your very caring partner who may want you to eat better in life with vegetables can say, oh, I didn't realize that. But if you don't communicate, then that won't be understood and then you'll wind up fighting. So what I'm trying to say is check the national weather forecast. Thank you.
okay, well, Emily, I don't know what your first husband was like. So what was that like? She's like,
He was a good guy, but like Shane is my person. You know, Shane, I could put in my purse with my turkey sandwiches, and I think that's really important. So, you know, everybody has a person. So if you haven't found yours, maybe sit on G-Chat for a while and wait for some dude who's bored at work to just say, I'm bored, want to get married, toots?
Yeah, I mean, until you've understood what it's like to have the joy of trying to solve a troll's riddle to pass a bridge, then you'll understand what it's like to be with Shane. He's just my person. That's great advice. What about you, Gretchers? What's your advice?
I would definitely say that, like, when everybody's saying best friends, like, that's important. And faith is a really big, important part of our relationship. So it's really important to be really Christian at certain points of your life when it works for you.
Yeah, basically, I would suggest that, you know, multiple marriage is really not good, but it is kind of okay. I believe in polygamy. 3 people should be in the marriage. You, your husband, and Jesus.
Tamara's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Just rolling your eyes. Heather's like, okay, well, here's what I say. People are going to judge your relationship. They're going to judge it. They're going to say mean things about you. He's cheating. He never loved her. He's off sleeping with the people that work in his office on botched. Fuck them. You're richer than them. Thank you. Thank you. That
Thank
was
you, Alfredo.
Groundling's quality. Groundling's quality.
Listen, here's how to make a marriage work. First, marry someone incredibly wealthy. Second, be very scary and make them feel like if they ever leave, you're going to text them things about education for the rest of their life. Third, make sure you invite poor people over to their home and then invite your other rich friends over and you can laugh at the poor people. Flashback to Dr. Jen? Anyone? No? Okay, that's fine.
Most importantly, he's gonna want onion rings at a very nice party one day. Tell him no. Keep him in his place. Am I right, ladies?
Hey, do you fart in front of Terry? I don't fart. Instead, what I do is I hold up a picture of Wendy Malick and then I let one loose and I say, she did it.
Did you fart in front of John Jansen, Shannon?
She's like, no, but he wouldn't his sleep all the time. It would wake me up.
Oh my God, the thunder from down under. Like, let's not compare John Jansen to anyone who is on the thunder from down under. It's just, I know what you're trying to say there, Gina, but let's just not even go there.
It's so nice that we can all sit together and have a good time, right? Just us and this taco from my purse. Oh. Girls, we should go on a vacation together, okay? That's what girls do.
It's like, wow, smooth transition to your fake vacation planning. And Jen's like, we should go somewhere warm.
Like Bora Bora?
Yeah, like the Maldives or Bora Bora. And everyone's like, oh, yeah,
That's like to sleep batch.
And Shannon's like, well, I would love to go somewhere potentially in Europe so I can go see Stella afterwards. Like, Shannon, you used that card last year. You can't do you can't like use the show to subsidize your travel to see Stella for 2 years in a row. I mean, you can. That's probably a smart thing to do. But like, you can't do that. But because they're all like, well, we wanted to go somewhere tropical this year. We went to Europe last year. Like, no, we're going to go to Europe again. So they're going to go to
She
Amsterdam.
says that Amsterdam, they choose Amsterdam. And Heather's like, my parents lived there for 15 years.
They're like, oh, really?
Been there a
Yes,
million times. It's a beautiful city. They have all the gorgeous canals and pot's legal. And I'm a real hip lady who's into pot now. I do the pot.
Did you know that when you're wealthy in Amsterdam and you fire a servant, you just push them in the canal? It's great. Everyone watches and everyone knows to act better in the household.
So now we go over to Heather's penthouse with Terry, and she's offering him a Diet Coke, and he's like, yeah, Nikki says I drink too much soda. I shouldn't have that. You want water? That's boring. Was that for me or you? Because I am the funny one in this.
That was my joke because I offered you a soda and I said, well, do you want water instead? Because it was obviously boring and it was a very funny joke, was it not? Thank you, Alfredo. Thank you.
What's the sparkling thing called? I'll have the sparkling thing. That's called LaCroix. LaCroix. No, it's not. It's called LaCroix. LaCroix came out with a very specific announcement that it's prepared. It's called LaCroix. I don't know why, because it should be called LaCroix.
Yeah.
It's
not
always
to be confused
bothered
with
me.
Madison from Southern Charm, just so you know. Anyway.
It was LaCroix. Yeah,
Madison LaCroix. She's LaCroix, and the drink is LaCroix. I spoke to Josh Flagg, television's Josh Flagg. Oh, you did? Yes. So we had a great conversation. Blah, 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 blah. That's flashback music. Okay. Hey, Josh.
God, that sparkling scene of Josh. Doesn't it make you want to cancel that show all over again? Am I right, ladies?
Hey, America. Does everyone want to see me talking with Josh Flagg? Here we go. Hey, Joshua, just wanted an update on the house. What are you thinking? She's like, well, it's just going to take one person and it's what it is. It's not overpriced. So you think a few months it'll take to sell? Do you think Drake might sell it? Drake is always looking over at it, sort of pining, but maybe that's just me he's staring at. I don't know. I have this kind of appeal.
Yeah, so they decide that they'd rather be going to Paris on private jets and spending money on another money pit. So now they're talking about Amsterdam, and she talks about her dad. Her dad worked for an international company, and they were based in Amsterdam. So her parents moved there in college, and so she visited all the time. It's fascinating. And she goes, you know what's funny? So my mom called me the other day.
Oh.
Alfredo, God damn it. That was the punchline.
Sorry.
That's all I had to say. Thank you, Alfredo. It was a little late, but it was
Alfredo,
still worked.
you're lucky we're not in Amsterdam because you would be in that water right now.
So she's talking to her mom, and she's like, oh, thanks, Mom. I got this. And she holds up a white gift bag. It's like a crinkly bag. And she goes, this is Dad. Could you find something even less bougie to put him in? My God.
My mom is so controlling. God forbid I talk about him in a way that she doesn't deem appropriate, but that's just the way it is. And we see a flashback to years ago when both her parents were like 2013. They came on the show. So in all these years, she's never dumped his ashes anywhere. Alfredo, no, wrong timing. I figured his happy places were New York, Puerto Vallarta, and Amsterdam. Okay, well, why don't you dump him in the Herrengracht, right in front of his house? That's what I thought I would do. Did you listen to me, Terry? You'd see I was getting there.
You know, Dad always said his happy place was wherever his kids weren't. So I don't know if it's going to ruin it if I'm actually there in Amsterdam dumping them. Doesn't that kind of destroy the point?
You know, my joke about my dad is that our relationship now is exactly the same. I said my joke about my dad is that our relationship is not now exactly. Alfredo! Thank you.
Alfredo's over there crying in the corner. He's like, please stop crying. You're on duty. He was a very typical corporate dad, gone before we got home, after we, home after we had dinner, and there wasn't really a lot of real communication.
I think that's
I
what's
remember
hard
the
for
first
me.
play I ever did. My dad, I waited for his review.
He came in late to the show, left before intermission, and when I got home, he said, Heather, please don't ever do that again.
I remember when I was in the 1993 Horace Greeley production of Into the Woods, and my dad said, that's exactly where I'm heading after this show because that was so awful. He said he went to Amsterdam.
I think that's what's hard for me. That's why I'm such a sensitive, emotional person. You might see right now the sensitivity and emotions just coming off of me in waves. Alfredo, come over here and wave some emotion off of me. Come on. Thank you.
Wrong emotion. You're supposed to cry. Okay, Alfredo, could you please bring those bowls that are headed for Nobu? Just put them under my face and capture the tears. The emotions falling all over the place.
Well, you know, they say sometimes you marry your father. Am I unemotional? She's like, well, you've seen me cry a few times. At the American Express, Bill. But damn it,
He doesn't do it for
Alfredo.
you, Terry. He doesn't do it for you, Terry. You need to have groundlings experience before Alfredo plays the drum for you. I'm sorry, Terry.
So we go to a wine bar with Gina and Travis. I like that Gina. Some of these scenes, when they go to the restaurants, they're just faked. They're obviously a couple people from production sitting at a table so they can get a quiet atmosphere. But it's Gina, so they're like, no, just put her in the middle of a loud bar. Let's not bother with that. It's just fucking Gina. We're probably not going to use this footage anyway.
Yeah. So it's a really stimulating scene because they're going to talk about their families.
Well, I have to keep up with you because you're like a very handsome cowboy, babe. Like everybody was like talking about it actually.
He's like, oh boy.
Yeah. You know, like what everyone said though, they thought it was so cool to see you have like so much fun for the first time in like 6 years on this TV show.
He's like, I did have fun.
Yeah, like that right there. Like it's like people now finally get to see like what a big personality you have because like you really need like a night out. Like it's been like a lot. Like we've been under like a lot of stress this year, and I'm like really thankful and like happy. And, like everything seems to be working out. Everyone's back home and everything's like good again. Like I feel opposite of bad.
Yeah, like all the ladies at that party were so into you. They found you so sexy. Do you remember that lady came up to you? What was she saying to you?
She asked me if I wanted a weenie.
Oh, you see, they like love you. Yeah, so like it's so good we have our kids back. We're like so happy now. You're such a good father. Oh my God, are you crying? I'm crying. I'm not crying. You're crying. You crying? I'm crying. Hey, do you think if I send this back, even though I've eaten most of it, they'll give it to us for free?
That's basically the whole scene right there.
You cried. Travis cried.
He's like, can you talk about my balls?
All right, so now it is packing scenes. Everybody's packing to go to Amsterdam. Jen's going to take sexy stuff because they might go to a live sex show, guys. Crazy. And are the ladies going to get along? She's like, I don't know. Let's talk about the wedding stuff. You know, I mean, we don't have a date yet, but I wasn't pushing for a bridal shower, but it was so nice. And he's like, yeah, well, we had a date. And then Dawson decided to join the military, so we had to push it back 2 months so we can get his break during basic training, which is totally a normal thing to happen during basic training. They love giving vacation days in the Army.
Right. So then Jen's just saying like, I don't know, like how Shannon threw this like bridal shower. I wasn't pushing for a bridal shower. He's like, well, you know, like really he's like, the thing is that like probably Shannon did it for bonus points. And Jen is saying like, you know, Ryan and I, we communicate through everything. And he knows my reservations about being married again, you know, and how I'm really not comfortable with having paint splattered on a wedding dress. It just isn't really a look that I'm going for. And like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like if we get married, does it all go to hell because we're so good? And if I do that, like, is that gonna be the thing that breaks us? It's just like a weird thing that I have. It's almost like the sneaking suspicion that he's just being performatively good until we get a Bravo wedding, and then after that he's just back to cheating. I don't know why I think that.
So they say that things have been good with the ex lately because she's been stroking his ego. So that's been a lot easier. And she's worried that the stress from the ex is going to break them up. And, you know, stuff we've already heard a million times. So who cares? So then he's like, everything's going to be great. So, but take some sex pictures for me, honey. Maybe you could wear a big coat that you could open up, and then you'll be naked underneath.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan. So now we go to the Rancho Capistrano winery, and Tamara and Eddie sit down. This is like a back-to-back-to-back sequence of uncharismatic husbands. Although actually Ryan has some charisma, but oh my goodness. After we got through Travis, now we're here with Eddie. I mean, at least we didn't get a Shane scene. So they're sitting down.
The trifecta.
Like,
So,
yeah, that's the true trifecta.
Yeah.
but guess what, Batch? I met with Gina the other day.
Like the sentence that no one wants to ever hear at the start of a conversation. It's like, oh God.
Yeah.
Why are
Eddie's
you
starting
boring
to
me
look
so
like a
early?
Jack Nicholson impression, isn't he? He's like,
Yeah,
He has a little
yeah,
bit.
I'm here. Here we are. About to order some food and lunch.
so she's like, yeah, you know, and basically, yeah, she's saying she met with Gina and they were talking about Gretchen. And Eddie's like, I don't think you need to have that woman in your life, babe. I just don't think you need her. She's like, yeah,
I don't want her in my life. I think she's toxic. I think she needs help, and I just really don't want her in there. I hate that lady, fucking stupid toxic bitch.
It's like, no, I was talking about the waitress. I don't really like her service.
Yeah, her too, bitch.
This is, by the way, Eddie's role every season is to sit down with Tamara and say, yeah, that lady sucks. You don't have her in her life, man. So
Yeah.
Tamara is like,
So by the way, Batch, I had a talk with Sophia, and I let her know that we are fully aware her new boyfriend spent the night, Batch.
and we have a flashback to Tamara being like,
Are you having sex with your boyfriend? Finger in hole, finger in hole.
she's like, you're a freak, mom. So then Tamara's like,
Yeah, but I'm concerned that she's got a boyfriend. Going to LA is going to be a big fat no because she doesn't want to go away to college.
like she can have a boyfriend in Orange County and still go to college in LA. It's not like she's, moving
not
to.
going. She's not doing a study abroad in Johannesburg. Okay,
She's not going to Juilliard, for Christ's sake.
definitely not. So Tamara is like,
Yeah, you never know at 19 if a relationship's gonna last. You can't take this pivotal moment of your life where you're gonna go into college and go, I can't go because I have a boyfriend now. No, that's not gonna work in this household, bitch.
So if she goes away, what does that mean for us then, Eddie?
And he's like, well, I know we talked about moving out of state, but I don't know how you feel about that. She's like,
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like we make plans, like it's our plans for death. Like we're gonna go somewhere and just shrivel up and die. That's what we're making plans for. Why we gotta plan to shrivel up and die, Eddie? Come on.
where does Eddie want to move to? He wants to move out of state. Like, where do you think that he is
he's one
thinking?
of those people who wants to be like a Yellowstone person.
That's what
It's
I was
like, we could
thinking.
get a ranch and pretend we're cowboys and buy a big, gigantic truck that makes no sense and live somewhere like, like an Idaho ranch.
Yeah, or maybe he's gonna like try to join the McBee dynasty. He's sort of been dressing like that. A lot of like American flags and motorcycle things and whatnot. So
Yeah, he's really into that, like the Black American flag or whatever. What does that
Yeah.
mean anyway, the Black American flag?
I think it's you know what? I will look it up. I have an idea of what it means, but I'll look it up. It is.
But yeah, he's got the imagery for sure. So she's like,
Yeah, I don't want to just plan to die.
and he goes, well, God knows how long we're going to live. My grandma's 99 years old, so I might live a long time, unless I get hit by a bus.
Don't think I won't throw you under one, bitch.
Yeah.
I kill
If
you
you-
because you annoy me when you eat. Stop chewing and stop whistling around me. Stop whistling while you chew.
If Eddie thinks he's gonna drag Tamara away from her TV show by making them relocate to Wyoming or like Idaho or Montana, he's got another thing coming. That bus is gonna come real quickly, Eddie.
well, they already got the Big Bear thing when she was fired the first time they moved over to Big Bear
Yeah.
or whatever. Or did she do that after she was? They did that
It'd be
during
fun-
the time that she was fired, right? Went to Big Bear.
Yeah, during the time she was, yeah, exactly. Maybe he thinks that Big Bear is out of state. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, let's go to a different state like Big Bear.
Yeah, sure.
Big Bear country.
So people are still packing, by the way. Emily's now packing, and she's talking to Shane. You've been to Amsterdam, haven't you? A long time ago. Did you go to the red light district? I think you would know the answer to that. Oh, I actually really don't. I can't really get a gauge on this one.
I did go there and I took Bibles and I tried to turn people over, but it didn't really work out so well.
You're crazy, Shane. But there was some more stuff in here in this Tamara thing I wanted to talk about. So he's like, hey, you don't like my eating noises? Put some earplugs in. You know, it's not a good way to react. And she goes, I'm not an asshole. You're an asshole. And he's like, do you think we have a problem? She goes, I think our problem is we don't communicate and then it explodes. And I always say we've got one good fight every 6 months. That's what I say. He goes, yeah, but it's how you talk to me, you know? And usually it's when you're drunk. And that's what makes you come at me. She goes, oh, really? Do you think I have a drinking problem then? And he's like, yeah, for our relationship, you should never drink. You should be able to come to me and talk about what's hurting you. And she goes, yeah, that's never going to happen. No. Like, wow, so therapy is really helping, huh?
I know. Tamara, who has just like been like sort of championing the values of open communication and like talking. And she's literally just telling him right now, like, we don't talk. That's the problem. And he's like, well, you should talk to me about some of these things. Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you. No.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
And also Tamara, who's been projecting alcoholism on somebody for 2 years, even though the projection doesn't need much help. It's kind of true. But she's been projecting that anger on somebody else. And he's like, you have a fucking problem with alcohol. And our marriage is going down the tubes because you get drunk and abuse me emotionally.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
But in the spirit of open communication, that's not something I want to talk to you about.
So then
And then she says something. She's like,
God, you live your life as an only child.
and he goes, oh, there it is. That evil witch laugh.
you married it, sir.
Who knew that this would be the most entertaining marriage on this show?
I know. It's like once a season, there's like a moment where we see like the crazy cracks in it. So then we go after the Emily scene, we go to Shannon, and she's leaving a voicemail for Stella.
Hello, Stella. It's your mother. You may remember me. I'm the woman who gave birth to you, who I think you may have lost my phone number. Anyway, first of all, have you ever seen such a terrible thing as non-blush glasses at a luncheon at a garden library? Me neither, but that's what I had to endure. So anyway, we're going to go to Amsterdam so that way I can go visit you afterwards, which is another great testament to my my mothering, is that I come and I visit you. I don't know if it seems to go the other way around. I don't know if I get a visit either through the phone or just in person, but that's okay. I will visit you. I will spend thousands of dollars. I will uproot an entire cast trip to go visit you. That's just the sacrifices I make. Anyway, so I wanted to know some of your favorite places to go in Amsterdam. If you don't mind, could we not include all of the drug addict places that you seem to enjoy going to these days late at night? I don't have any interest in that, and you shouldn't either, but that's okay. I will let you make your own choices. You are an adult, so any insight you have would be wonderful.
Call me back. So Gina's like, oh my God, look how cute this blazer is. Doesn't it say like I'm in Amsterdam? And he's like, oh, what are you guys going to do in Amsterdam?
I don't know. We're going to get stoned to shit, probably.
So then the ladies arrive at the airport, and Shannon has hurt her toe and needs a Band-Aid because she's bleeding. And Heather's like, oh my God, let me see if I have a blister blocker. Come here. What a mess. She is a mess.
The good news is we're going to get through TSA so much faster because Shannon already has one shoe off. Because Shannon already has one shoe off.
Hold on, let me unzip my suitcase. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Because Shannon already has one shoe off. Thank you. All right, zip it back up. Zip it back up.
I forgot he was in the checked luggage there. Sorry about that.
So they get on the plane, and it's a JetBlue ad. It's like, oh my God, look, everyone has their own pods. If everyone has a pod, is it even special? Can I get a special pod? I ordered a better pod.
Wow, look how cool this is. You can put your phone down and it charges. I've never seen this on an airplane. Okay, that's a wrap. Now can I go onto my own private plane, please? Thank you so much.
She just puts her hand on the charger, just waits. It's invigorating.
She puts her phone down on Shannon's head. Is this the charger?
That is my head.
Oh, I wasn't sure how it works on a commercial plane.
So the flight attendant comes up. She's like, welcome, ladies. Need anything? And Emily's like, do you have a Valium?
By the way, I was like, shut up, Emily. But also Gretchen, who may have never even flown, let alone business class, just ever.
At
She's
all.
like,
Oh my God, they have earphones. Wait a second. There's a little tray that you could put your belongings on.
Oh my gosh, Shannon, I'm so sorry. They don't have Love Hotel on the TV. She goes, oh, yes, they do. You have to log in. It's here.
I love that Shannon's going to watch Love Hotel all the way to Amsterdam. She's going to watch herself unraveling.
Shannon, that's not the Love Hotel. That's the Weather Channel. Well, that was kind of my Love Hotel experience. So if you want to join my journey, come watch a hurricane with me.
So boom, they landed. 13 hours later, they're home. I mean, they're home in Amsterdam.
So she's like, oh my God, like this is like nothing compared to like the words. Like my last name, it's like my last name. Oh my God, this is crazy. I can't even say these words. I don't know how to do it. Oh, this is the shopping street. This is the place where you shop. This is Peace Street, Hoofstraat. This is a great street. I know where I am in retail. Always.
Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Of course we're going to shop. Of course there'll be some champagne and caviar for me. I'm so relatable to this season.
Oh, you guys. So we are in the city of canals. Root canals specifically. So I was wondering if we could find a dentist because my toe injury went up to my tooth. So it's, I'm in pain.
I don't know if any of you remember, but I grew up on boats. I started boats. And I have arranged for us to tour some Amsterdam canals. Oh.
So they arrive at the Park Central Hotel, which that's the hotel that I stayed at. I felt retroactively so glamorous, being in a Housewives hotel. But of course, I did not have as nice of rooms as they had. But I definitely was like acting like I'd achieved something in life. I was like, oh my God, I was in the same hotel as the Real Housewives. Like I think I deserve something now. And so they get there and it's all sorts of funny stuff with, the bikes running them over and everything. And Gina's like, oh my God, I need like one of those like toddler backpacks and like the leashes for Shannon just so she doesn't get like run over. Oh my God.
We need to put a bell on Shannon.
I said, thank you. Got to work on that timing a little bit, Alfredo.
I need one of the 12. Yeah, Ben already said that. Okay, do you want some champies? It's called champs. Thank you. To Amsterdam. Drink de joule.
So they are getting ready. Shannon is taking a Band-Aid off her toe and she's fixating.
Ow.
Do I want a pistol? Nope. And they are arriving in the lobby, and then I believe so. Jen is wearing lace pants. I believe this is where Emily debuts her god awful dress. That's like,
it looks like a bomb went off in her crotch. Like, what are they trying? What is it supposed to represent? Because it looks like a supernova exploding out of her crotch.
It was awful. I hated everything about it. It was
all of them looked crazy. Most of them looked crazy. I know that Amsterdam's like, wow, Amsterdam, you can do, you can smoke weed and there's like the red light district, but it's like the morning. You know what I mean? Like you're going to brunch. You know what I mean?
This is not a dress that looks good in any country. Like doesn't matter what country you're in. This is a terrible dress. It's like a dress for the most part, but it has these cutouts all around her legs that like radiate out from her crotch. It's not even that it radiates out from her crotch. It's more just like the cutouts look ridiculous. And she's walking around and I'm like, Emily, if you do get another season, please fire your stylist. Please. They have been doing you so dirty this season.
You think she has a stylist?
Well, fire your
those are some straight up Orange County vibes there. I don't think there's a stylist involved. I really don't.
For a lady who was like sobbing about wearing a very nice ensemble at Heather's event, like, please.
I can tell you this.
Susan
Susan Bender would never. Susan Bender would never.
Bender, please. Susan Bender, can you please intervene? Anything.
Susan Bender sitting at home completely, what do you call it? Vindicated.
This she doesn't cry over?
Yeah, Susan Bender's at home like, this is why she got those jeans. This is why.
This is why.
So Shannon's limping around and she's like,
oh, does anyone want to see what my foot looks like? Is it infected? Is it infected? Someone, please.
Heather's like, yes, it's infected. You're dying.
So then they all go out and bikes are going by and she's like, Gina's like,
Oh my God, Shannon, like, watch out for the boys. Huh? That's funny.
so Gina's saying that she's like, I'm a professional street crosser. It's very different from a street walker. I'm so funny.
So now they go to a boat, and the guy's kind of hot. I'm surprised that
Juiced.
no one was like, "Whoa, Shannon's here! Please, please have sex with Shannon, please." And he's like, "Welcome aboard. Beautiful sunny weather in Amsterdam, which is quite special. We're going to see nice areas. If you have questions, please ring a bell." And Tamara's like,
Don't tell Heather that. She'll ring it, bitch. She'll ring it.
Oh, you get caviar service on here if you ring the bell? No. So they're
"That's
just
so
like,
cute that you have a community bell. I brought my own. I've got one in my purse."
Oh my God, look down the canal. Hi. Oh my God, what a small world. I can't believe, I think is that John Jansen's son out there? Hello. Oh, you know what? It was just a plastic bag. Someone littered. I apologize.
Oh, I feel like I'm in a flippin' fairy tale. What's the name of this canal? Oh, the single canal. That's right. It's for single people, Shannon. It's your canal. Could you make a left up at Dying Alone Canal? Shannon Day.
Sir, I have a request. Can we go to the RHOC? Yes. Oh, what's that? The wealthiest canal in all of Amsterdam? That's so funny. My parents used to live there. Can we drive by?
Heather, do you know what you would like to spread your dad's ashes? Like, do you have them on you?
She's like, "No, they're at the hotel. Unfortunately, we have to do this again. And this time, you'll get to see how emotional I can be."
So this wasn't your spreading the ashes scene. This is just you bragging about where you used to live scene. Absolutely, yes.
We're location scouting. This is Act 1.
This is called a rehearsal. Okay, everyone. It's called a tech rehearsal.
Okay, ladies.
Does anyone ever go?
Please go ahead.
Swimming in the canals? Does anyone ever go swimming in the canals? Just was wondering if anyone does that because maybe I should bring my swim cap out and we could do a wacky scene. Anyone? Does anyone want that?
I have an extremely flattering T-shirt with a bikini drawn over it that Tamara gave me. If anyone would like me to pull that out.
Has my daughter ever gotten high at a rave and gone swimming in these canals? And if that does happen, would you tell me?
I just wonder if they paddleboard here. That's all.
Not Newport Beach. Not everywhere in the world is obsessed with paddleboarding as Newport Beach is.
Ladies, we're almost at the house, and it's next to the Seven Bridges Canal. It's called that because there are bridges, which you can see over there. And Heather's like, "Do you see the black door? Do you see the black door? Oh my God, it still says, 'Heather, go back to your house. You're not welcome here. Me and your mom are trying to retire in peace.'" That is so cute. That is so cute.
I only see a sign that says Alfredo entrance in the rear.
Oh, well, that's there as well, yes.
Alfredo was inherited.
If you look under the bridge, you see there's a small grate, and for Alfredo to get into the house, he has to jump into the canal, open the grate, and swim in through the sewer system.
So she is talking about her parents more, and she said her dad was finally happy once he retired in Amsterdam, mostly because, he felt freer.
Gosh, I can't believe that he would move from Chappaqua, New York to Amsterdam, a global city that's like adorable and full of these beautiful canals, and he would somehow be happier.
Crazy.
What a strange revelation. She's like, I got the sense that now that he lived in this major European city with beautiful people and excellent food and scenic views, that he was actually happy. Weird.
So they see some shirtless boaters go by, and Gina's like,
Oh, they're shirtless. We must be in the red light district. Are they men? Yes, they're men. Did they sound like ladies?
Shannon's just like,
Oh, shirtless. Are those men? Are they? It's been a while. Okay. Are you men? Do any of you know John Jansen's son? I'm a boat person.
I have a question. Hello. When we were at the airport, you guys were at one of those little shops there, like a Build an Alfredo. Build a bear? Oh, I thought you had, that's okay. That makes much more sense. You don't actually build a servant there. I was like, how do you build a servant? I thought you normally have to hire them.
I took my
Anyway.
kids to that the other day. You know why? Because Luke's therapist suggested making a bear. And then I did the voice so when I'm not home, he can pretend that I'm the bear.
So that way, when you're not home, Luke can be like, my crazy mom thinks that I'm going to talk to this bear and it's her.
Like, why are you doing this to your
He's
son?
10.
Just
He's
leave
not
your
3 years
fucking
old.
son alone. What does your son have that he needs to talk to a bear to pretend it's you? Emily, just stop with this. I can't.
Pretty sure Luke knows the difference between Build-A-Bear and
She's
you.
really trying to sell whatever it is she's trying to sell. She's ridiculous.
Tamara goes, oh, that's smart.
Yeah, the best thing about having an actual diagnosis of Luke is that the diagnosis then comes the recommendation of treatment plan, and that treatment plan is to fool your child with a teddy bear. So
Make your
Yeah,
child
this is-
think that their mother is a teddy bear.
So Tamara's like,
By the way, I Googled things to do in Amsterdam and I have a little activity that we could probably do. You're gonna go, you guys are going to go to a place and get this like penis and you're going to bedazzle the penis, bitch. Ha!
Are you kidding? I can still find real penises. Do I need to list them for you? Earl. Phil.
That boat of men that just passed by.
I think they were men. Now listen, I can find real penises. Now generally they stay behind zippers, but still.
Take me.
And Emily's like, Gretchen, are you going to partake in some weed? Let's smoke some.
She's like, I don't think I would partake in that.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
so Emily is like, Shannon, let me ask you a question because you always talk about your boundaries. Do you think Tamara was being shady when she was asking about your dad?
For fuck's sake. God, enough, Emily. Jesus Christ. Emily's, have the bear ask it. Have the fucking bear ask it.
I know.
So Gina's like, oh my God, just get right in there, I guess.
Well, I had some champagne and the producers told me that this is the most boring trip we've had so far. So come on, let's try and cook, people.
Apparently, I've got to ask this. So let's cut away from the beauty of Amsterdam to Temecula. So we see a flashback.
Temecula's like, I've never felt like I've had such a small penis until this. But thanks for
Temecula
the
was
cutaway.
Temecula was actually looking so good this season, and then they had to cut away from it, cut away from Amsterdam. But we get the flashback of Tamara being like,
Didn't you say that your dad had a drinking problem?
and then we see 2 hours earlier in Amsterdam, Emily was saying, it just seems to me like she was just trying to involve herself in the conversation about someone. And it's like, so you think Shannon is blowing it out of proportion? Yes. So now we're
Well,
back
I
to the
do think it
present.
was a dig. I'm extremely bored with this fight, as is the audience. But if you want to go back there, I feel like it was a dig.
Well, I feel like her statement was trying to be compassionate. Okay, can I ask you a question? When she says she's sorry about bringing up your dad, are you able to forgive?
She's like, no.
I don't know.
So Gretchen's like,
Anytime I get involved in any conversation that involves cameras, somehow I'm accused of being aggressive, being this, being that. So I'm definitely wanting to just sit this one out.
I'm like, oh, great. Thank you for telling us that. But no one asked you your opinion on any of this, just so you know.
So Tamara's
Shannon-
like,
Well, I can apologize. And you can't move forward, Shannon. She goes, you know what? I've never called you the C word 18 times at a dinner table. Okay? She goes, okay, calm it. Are you a cut fitness? Are you,
Oh my God,
Damn
stop.
it.
Don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back, Tamara. Don't go back. I'm asking you, bitch. Don't pull your shit with me, bitch. It's like, well, I'm not talking to you. Like, it's like, God, shut up.
I'm just saying, can we try to decipher sometimes when she is trying? And Heather's like, can you highlight when you want to be an asshole? That would be helpful.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, well, I'll highlight it with yellow marketing so everybody's happy. How about that, stupid bitches?
Thank you. Okay.
Hey, not for Tamara. Not for Tamara's jokes.
Okay, stick a pin in it. Gina, are we going to get a blunt, right?
She goes, oh my God, I love Bad Heather.
So they get off the boat. Like there was this, basically they attempted to have an iconic fight on a boat, but instead nothing got
They've
off
got
the ground.
nothing.
And
Emily is
and on
just
top of-
trying to reheat old Pop-Tarts. It's over.
Yeah.
Just move on. Do something else.
And on top of that, she started it at the end of the boat trip. We all know if you're going to be touring the canals and you're going to be having a fight, you do it when you're stuck in the middle of the canal and then you're fighting and people pass by and they're staring at you. You don't do it once you dock and you're back at land. Where's your
Yeah.
timing? Have you not watched Real Housewives of Miami?
Yeah, people keep saying, Emily's on the show because she moves things along. And like, yeah, she's always stirring the pot, but you need the housewife that does that. No, you need somebody that like keeps it interesting, not bring up the same stale fights over and over
That's the
again
thing.
for 15 episodes. She's bad at it. Like she may be stirring the pot, but it's a pot full of shit. It's a bad pot. Get a better pot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I understand that nothing's happening on this trip so far. And Emily is like, hey, let's have a scene. Let's do this. But like you said, there's no art to it. And there's nothing. It's like, she's bringing up something that's not like at the top of our minds.
And she's also pimping other people out to do it. Like she's trying to make
she's so
everybody else
clunky.
do the work at all the time. She's not coming up with something that she's got an issue with or she's got a problem with. She's trying to make other people fight so she doesn't have to do anything. And it's just
she's
lazy.
The way you do it is you do it more artfully. I think you say like, Heather, that was so meaningful what you shared about your dad. Shannon, how is your relationship with your dad these days? Because I heard that it's a bit fraught. I know it was a tough childhood. And she's like, well, I never said that. Oh, well, I heard from Tamara. It's like you sort of do it that way instead of like, hey, remember when you guys had a fight? Are you guys still angry at each other? Do you want to be angry again? It's like, could you like try a little finesse?
Yeah, make an effort here. You're lazy, is what I'm saying. So now they get off the boat and one of the guys passes and he's like, welcome to Amsterdam, baby. And Heather's like, thank the Jewel. Thank Jewel. Danke Jewel. Danke Jewel. Is Jewel from here? Love her. Love her.
Jabent Anna Janamanen.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means you're hired. He can be our butler now. Gina's like, well, wow. They really think that we're the ones for hire, actually. Well, we kind of look like it, and this is our madam over here. Look at Shannon, right? Oh, Shannon, do you have a vibrator? Oh, we're wacky.
It's like, no, I don't want a vibrator. I don't use a vibrator. I sit on top of the washing machine. Let's go. I do it old school.
And Jen's like,
We've passed like 10 stores with vibrators. Wow, huge place for vibrators here.
Well, this is a funny story. In Love Hotel, Luann got pulled over by customs, and they opened it up, and you know what we found in her bag? A vibrator. Yeah, and she goes, "Oh, I said to customs, it's un vibrator." It was a great story. She's told it about 5 times, but I was like, let me give it a try as well.
So now they go in and they get drinks and they order some muffins and cupcakes, like some space cakes and stuff. And so Shannon's like, this is 33 milligrams. And Gina's like, you can't eat that whole thing. You'll be licking the floor. Just take a bite. You can eat an 1/8. So now is the time where they start eating the weed. These crazy ladies.
I feel so comfortable here because I love getting stoned. So come on, girls, let's have some grass. Come on, we're fun. Some of the weed. Let's have a doobie, a joint, if you will.
Hey, would anyone like to meet my new friend, Mary Jane? We are cool moms, ladies. So Emily is looking at a table with a cloth covering everything. She's like, what's under this? I'm scared. And Lenny's like, ha. The lady at the shop is like, you make your own dick. Welcome. And so we see all these ceramic wieners around. And Emily's like, oh, wait, we make our own dicks? Oh, well, geez. This looks like Shane. Like his dick? No, actually, like Shane. Just put a vacuum in his hand. It's basically Shane.
It's kind of a life-size replica. I really enjoyed Lenny. I felt like we deserved more time with her. She sort of looked like a marionette version of herself. Like if someone said, let's make a marionette of Lenny, they would just make Lenny, And she had like little flowers in her hair and everything. And she's like, yeah, this is penises. You make penises. So
she's like, so you make your own dick? She goes, yeah, you make your own. And Jen's like, do you know this person? And like, is this person based on someone that you know? She goes, yeah. She's like, is it your husband, bitch? And she goes, no. Is it your boyfriend? No. Did you have fun with this dick? She goes, of course.
And Emily's like, if you rub it, you get good luck. And she starts rubbing it. And then but she's rubbing in this weird way where she's taking her palms and sort of like sliding them upwards repeatedly. And Jen's like, is that how you rub it? Is that how you give a hand job?
Okay, so what are we doing? Are we just decorating this? We're decorating.
Oh, wow. Look at you. That was almost as funny as the time that Ryan came home and had
splattered paint all over our sofa and said it was art.
So
they-
they're talking about vaginas, and we see a flashback to saying her vagina doesn't work and how she had surgery. So she would take any position because it's literally just the tip right now. So Jen's like, everything's better with my vagina. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but that doesn't mess with sensitivity and stuff because you got everything cut off.
She's like, well, maybe not. I don't know. And Jen's saying,
I did everything. I did the exterior, the interior, the pelvic floor. There's CarPlay. I have CarPlay now. I can watch Netflix on this thing. So it's great.
I did get really nervous that he would leave me because he couldn't insert his dick into my vagina, but everything's okay. Turns out everything's okay. They're like, oh, wow. Yeah, because you were like having problems with it, right? She's like, no, yeah, and I couldn't. It's just the tip. How much longer do we have to talk about this? I don't think anyone in the audience really cares.
Emily's bringing up other storylines nobody cares about even more. Can we give Emily another storyline to talk about? That would be great. So then back at the weed shop, Gina's like,
Oh my God, Shannon, how do you feel after you had some weed and a cupcake? She's like, well, the thing is, my friendship is exhausting, and I have no interest in getting closer to Tamra at all.
But here's the question. So boundaries are an issue for you because suddenly we started saying that this episode, and you always talk about that part. But what keeps baffling me, which I don't understand, is the Jen of it all, because Jen is still friends with Alexis.
Who is Jen again?
Our castmate that you suddenly decided that you cared about a lot and threw her a party.
Oh, with the clear glassware that I didn't order. I remember I got the glasses, but I'm still having a little bit of a. So Jen is she? She's a redhead, right, in our group?
No, I don't know who you're.
She's the Asian lady.
No, she's gone. That one's gone.
I'm afraid I don't understand, Heather.
So Heather's doing it the right way. She's like, oh, you want to talk about boundaries? Then what about Jen still being friends with Alexis? There's something new. So, okay, thank you. So then we go back to the penis decorating, and Emily's doing the same thing. Like, this isn't planned at all. I love this. It's like, I can't tell you. You guys totally didn't sit and talk about how you're going to throw this shit at the wall in this episode. So cut to Emily going, you're friends with Alexis, right? And she's like, well, I don't really talk to Alexis all that much, but I do genuinely like Alexis.
Are you going to their wedding, batch?
Well, I mean, she sent me a save the date, and I sent her back a save the thank you so much. And but last time I was with Shannon, she asked me not to go, and they're like, you see a flashback where Jen says that she got save the date, and Shannon goes, oh,
Are you going to go to that wedding of a slut and an asshole? Because that would not be a kind look for you, Jen. And she said,
Well, probably not, Shannon, because I know what it would do to us. I know. So Shannon did not ask you not to go, or at least according to this. So then at the weed shop, Shannon's like,
Well, she said she got to save the date, but she is not going to a wedding. She will not do it.
well, I think Tamra told me they were still speaking, though. At this point, Heather has brought out her claw hands for no good reason. I think she's like, they're being underutilized this season. I need to get the claw hands out.
Well, you don't want to dictate to people, no pun intended. You don't want to dictate to people who they can and can't be friends with, but those choices affect how close I'm going to get to this Jen person, whoever she may be. And I don't want to spend time with you thinking, oh, when's the last time you saw Alexis? And I don't want to think about John, and I don't want to think, I'm sorry, what's your name again? I'm sorry, I'm asking my memory.
So back to the penis shop, Emily's like, it's just really not fair for you to have to cut off a friendship. Do you know what I mean? That's crazy that you would have to cut off a friendship. Oh, by the way, I just had a flashback to me earlier this season saying I can't be friends with someone who's friends with Katie. God, remember that? That was so fun.
Remember how I told Tamara if she went to lunch with Katie, we were done? Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
But can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah, last episode.
so she's like,
So your bridal thing, you weren't really into that, huh? You didn't really appreciate the bridal thing?
she's like, well, I mean, what am I supposed to feel? I mean, I appreciate it, but that's just not my thing.
Okay, then let me ask you. So now I've got that you hate Shannon and you hate that she threw you a bridal shower. Okay, so let me ask you, if it wasn't something that you particularly wanted, then why do you feel like Shannon did it for you? Was it for you or was it just for herself so that I can say later at dinner that Shannon only had this party for herself and not for you?
What is Emily on?
It's just so
Shannon threw a party.
It's so ham-handed. It's so tired. It's just exhausting, Emily. Start your own fucking fight. You're ridiculous. You're literally making something out of nothing. in such an obvious, boring way. My God.
First of all, everyone who throws a party for anyone else on any of these shows is obviously doing it for themselves to boost their image, to be like, I did this for you. So there's that, first and foremost. Second of all, like, the producers probably said, Shannon, can you throw Jen a party so we can announce?
They're like,
the trip?
we're desperate.
Like-
we have to make this season 4 more episodes, even though there's absolutely nothing going on. Who's going to have the next party? Just do it for Jen.
Yeah, and like Emily trying to turn this into a thing when, like, at worst, Shannon, it was an overstep. Jen didn't necessarily want it, but Shannon decided to throw it anyway. Like, it was a perfectly nice thing. Is it self-serving? Why don't you wait for it to be self-serving before you predict that it's self-serving? Because just like
and that's kind
enjoy
of my
it
problem.
for what it is.
Like she's not only bad at it and a boring person and a boring storyline creator, she's mean. You know, she's taking something that somebody was nice. Somebody did something nice for Jen. Jen wasn't doing anything for herself. She feels like a scarlet letter, blah, blah, blah. So Shannon's like, well, she deserves this. So I'm going to do something nice for her. And now Emily's trying to take that and like make this girl not like her because she threw her a party. Like, it's just mean spirited. She's an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, do I think that Shannon, there may have been an element where Shannon is trying to kind of court an ally in her ongoing war with Tamara? Of course. But like, truth be told, until she shows otherwise, like at the end of the day, she got nothing for nothing, truly, with that glassware. Am I right? But it's ultimately still a nice thing that she did. And just like, let it be a nice thing. Like, Emily, you can't like sit there at the party that you are now maligning. You can't sit there at the party and be like, isn't this nice that we all are getting along? And then you're going to go afterwards and be like, well, that party was like, it was an insincere party. Just let it be a party. And if Shannon later on throws it in Jen's face, then call Shannon out for it then. But like, don't try to precipitate a rift or create a rift, on spec,
It's stupid. So Tamara's like,
Yeah, she definitely did it for herself.
Jen's like, no, she didn't do it for herself.
Yeah, well, I know what Shannon's doing. She wants everybody to know what a great friend she is to Jen.
Yeah. So now we go to back to the peanut shop, and Jen is saying like it's the closest she's ever been with Shannon, and Tamara's like,
Well, does that make you wonder? Don't you ever wonder? Don't you ever wonder why you're suddenly so close with her?
Tamara's acting like she doesn't suddenly just befriend these people out of nowhere, and is like, I mean, how about Tamara suddenly befriending Joe?
Katie and Alexis. A person who's going to Alexis's wedding and being in all her bridal shower pictures. Shut up, Tamara.
Like you recruit your allies too.
Yeah. So she's like,
Yeah, she's holding on to her because she wants to get back at me. That's the same reason she's doing it with Gretchen.
so we go back to the other the weed shop, and Heather's like, so how's your space cake going? And Shannon's like, well, I shouldn't put a timer on. I mean, 40 minutes to an hour, he said. So I don't know. What am I going to be? Am I already stoned?
Oh my God, you were like the funniest womb human I ever saw.
Oh my God, look at her. She is high on hashish. Huh, look at that. She's the ganja. She has lots of ganja in her system. Wow.
So Heather passes a joint to Gretchen. She's like,
I can't do it. By the way, I got a question for you, sincerely. I don't know if there's any moving forward with Tamara and I. Do you see that?
and Gina's like, yeah. And Heather's like, well, I think when you left a Western party, everyone was very upset about you going with Slade and what happened in the aftermath.
But you understand why we went with Slade?
No.
I don't understand. Maybe that's just the chronic talking, but I don't understand why you would do that.
We didn't come in like aggressive.
She's like, listen, other people that were there don't agree with that. Now, puff, puff, give, daddy.
Okay, here's the thing. Let's have a flashback, but one that's fueled by reefer. And so we see, well, actually, we don't have a flashback. We just go to Lenny's. Sorry. So Emily is like, by the way, Gretchen walking with Slade? Like, that's crazy. Like, and Sam,
Yeah, why would he just like want to jump in?
yeah, he loves to jump in.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I feel like he's always been like that. He just loves to get right on in there with Gretchers.
Yeah,
Back at the weed shop.
in my opinion, you've like reduced yourself to a place that you should not go, Gretchen.
She's like,
Unfortunately, with Tamara, I just learned that fighting fire with fire is the best way to handle that. That's what the Bible says. Fight fire with fire. Turn the other cheek into fire. My cheek's on fire.
My doobie is on fire because I enjoy pot.
The house, the roof is on fire.
I took a boat in a canal today because I got high. I went to eat a space cake because I got high. I fired Alfredo and replaced him with a new Alfredo because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Thank you. Thank you.
So Gina's like,
Do you really feel that way? Fire and fire?
and Gretchen's like,
You guys don't think it's fair?
and Heather's like, you're just poking each other.
Well, you guys can't make comments and not let us respond. Like, you guys say stuff to me and I don't get to say something back. That's not fair.
Gretchen, leave your fucking slime ball at home. Okay, fight your own battles is what they're saying. Jeez.
At this point, Gretchen, multiple people are telling you, yeah, you're just as bad as Tamra. Like, you're really ruining your big return. I mean, and I've said this a few weeks in a row, and I'll say it again. I think Gretchen came on really strongly, and she's going to be ending the season in a state where the fans are going to be like, get her out of here. Like, you messed up. You messed up your big chance back.
Yeah, Gretchen's garbage. I hope they get rid of her. I hope they don't keep her. I hope she's like another in a long line of tradition of the one season bringbacks, because I really like
Lydia,
Alexis, Gretchen. Who else was there? Wasn't there somebody else too?
Please say none of the Peggies are coming back. I don't know if there's anyone. Oh, Gina sort of comes in and out. God, when are they going to bring back Lynn Curtin? I think Lynn Curtin's next.
So Gretchen's like,
Lori Waring. Lori Waring was a one season bring back.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that.
So Gretchen's like, I've tried everything that you can try under the sun, and the only thing Tamra responds to is strength.
And Heather's like, that is the worst advice ever, fighting fire with lighter fluid. That's what that is. Trust me, you don't fight fire with lighter fluid. You cover Alfredo in lighter fluid when he doesn't give you the proper badumcha and then light him on fire.
You're damn right you give a badumcha after that. So they finish with their dicks, and they're joking, and we're seeing the dicks, and it's like, oh my God, they've got bedazzled. They look like Muppets, whatever. Okay.
It's hilarious.
So now they all are,
and Emily's like,
Don't leave the dick. We need to take these to dinner.
So now the ladies are heading to the Siren. Shannon is so stoned she can barely get up the stairs, and she also has her toe ailment, so there's that too. And there's like a big lady statue in the middle of this restaurant, and Shannon's like,
Whoa, this is like the tan Buddha with breasts. This looks just like the Buddha. Are we back at the Golden Door? We're back, right? Wow, I love the way a season can begin and end at the same place.
So let's see. Heather's
Shannon
like, is this
stoned
like
and
the
wacky.
voodoo doll? And Gina's like,
Oh my God, it's so weird. You guys got like decorated penises. It's so nice. It's so nice.
and Shannon's like,
You guys can share. We get to share a dick.
So, and then Gina makes a joke how like there's a lot of dick sharing because, you know, like Shannon shares a penis with Alexis and Gretchen got that penis from Joe. Like, it's so funny.
So they're
just making
talking
small
about their
talk.
days and how much they had fun and how Shannon took some weed stuff and how she fell out of the van. And we see a flashback of that, which I did laugh at. I don't care how many times she does it. I'll laugh every time. I don't care if she's just making it up, but just show her getting out of the van and you just see the camera shake and Shannon's not there anymore. And you just hear,
The best,
I wanted a piggyback ride.
the best moment I think of the entire episode is that Jen orders an extra dirty martini, extra dirty one, and Shannon goes,
She's extra dirty, like her martini.
and she starts laughing at her own joke. And as she's laughing, a look of dread takes over her face. She's like,
Oh.
and this dread comes over her, and they like slow down the music. The music's all like Shannon's happy music to like Shannon's feeling dread music, and we hear this echo of like,
Stella, what happens if you do drugs? You die, you die.
and it's like reverberating in her head. It was such an amazing, perfect Shannon moment.
it's so funny. So then this real cute young guy comes and he's like, hello, everybody. Welcome to our restaurant. They all look at him like, oh, this is a child, right? Like, how old is this person? Is this a 14-year-old? And Tamara's like,
Wow. Hey, Heather, why don't you order?
and Heather's like, okay, I'm going to order. We're going to have lobster, a steak, a pizza. She orders 10 things. So like, damn, Heather.
And what we would really like would be a big pot of macaroni and cheese. Thank you, Alfredo. Of course, we would never order such a thing. Too many carbs.
That's what
Salads for
happens when
everyone.
you take them to a pot place and bring them to dinner. Oh.
So Gretchen is fixing Shannon's hair because she's a mess, and Shannon's like,
Oh, well, I think that's honey from the plane.
Honey from the plane. How does that even happen? Gretchen's like,
They have free cocktails on the plane.
so Shannon she drops her beret, and then like Tamara's like under the table or something, or Jen. So, I think it's Tamara's under the table. Is it Tamara or Jen who goes under there?
Tamara.
Oh, Tamara goes under to find it, and it looks like Tamara's eating her out and everything. And everyone's laughing. It's wacky. It's like,
Are you gonna be fucking nice to me after this, bitch?
Are you going down on Shannon? That's how bad she wants to be back with Shannon. She's going down on her. Oh, God, I got it. I got it.
She reaches up and starts grabbing Shannon's boobs, and Shannon's like,
Oh, she's trying to get a bite of my muffin.
if all it takes is a little space cake to get Shannon and Tamara back together, please buy a dozen.
so Shannon's like,
I mean, squeezing the breast is much better than being yelled at, for sure. Guys, we gotta get to the red light district. We got a window of opportunity. That's a window. We're gonna be in it. It's an opportunity because it's a window. That's also a saying.
So then we sort of see this kind of
Charisse just passes
strange-
by. She's like, is that a pun?
That's a pun. That's a pun.
Charisse on her hoverboard just careens right into the canal. Then we see this like weird kind of montage-y thing of them like in the red light district dancing in the windows, like the painted ladies of the night. And then we go to a really strange Dutch news report. This just in, for the first time in 200 years, the red light district reports low numbers of activity. People are concerned that the red light district may be closed forever. We do not know what happened, but apparently it is, people are saying, quote unquote, it has been ruined.
So now they go out to the dancing in the windows and stuff. And Shannon's like,
Ladies, take note. She's coming in and taking charge.
and so they're talking, they all do their little dances and stuff. And Shannon's posing in the window. And Tamara's like,
Oh, she thinks she's a fucking superhero. Hey, lady behind the window, your dad's an alcoholic.
Oh yeah, everything is great.
Jen's like, this is a good sign. We may make it out of Amsterdam alive. Alive. And then next week, 12 hours later, now they're all going to start yelling at each other. And I'm sure Emily's going to start it off by all the intel that she gathered at the Dick shop. And the true trip will begin.
yeah, Emily is really just killing it for me. She's just killing it.
I think it's time. I think her time on the show is over.
It has been time for 5 years. They need to get rid of her. But everybody, thanks for being here. Before we let you go, I wanted to let you know. We let you know the other day, but also just in case you're going to BravoCon, we are. But if you guys are going to be in Vegas for BravoCon next month, it's fun. And Amy Phillips is going to be there as well. And she does her podcast, Drama Darlings, which you should be listening to. And she's going to be doing a show at the Hard Rock Cafe. She has a comedy cabaret, and she does great impressions. She's been doing them for years. She's an innovator. She's one of the originals. She's one of the OGs.
She really is.
And she's going to be, I saw her show last time BravoCon was around. It was so funny and so fucking good. And she's got all new material, including Brittany Cartwright's rendition of Pink Pony Club Hoedown. So we'll be there. I hope you will be too. It's at Hard Rock Cafe Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night on the Strip. And your ticket gets you 20% off food for a day of show. So go to Ticket Web and search Cabaret Me, or go to her Instagram at Meet Amy Phillips, and there's a link in bio there to buy tickets. So that's Ticket Web, search Cabaret Me, or you know what? Go to her Instagram bio and go to link in bio.
Yeah, everyone go check that out. Support Amy. Thanks everyone for being here for a fun episode of Orange County. And we'll be back next week with a whole new slate of recaps. Bye, everyone.
Bye.